I'm doing my final year project on the topic A Brief Study of Asteroids under the guidance of Sir Dr. Himadri Shekhar Das. He is a professor in the physics department of Assam University, Silchar. So it was during this project that Himadri sir encouraged me to participate in the citizen science program organized by IASC. So basically, citizen science program is a program where general public can participate in scientific research and can play a vital role in various discoveries and important science projects. So such program usually helps in increasing scientific awareness among people of all backgrounds, and people of any age from any educational background can participate in this program. And this is the most important thing about this program. So that means you don't need to have any particular degree or any professional experience to join such programs. Even children of any age can participate, and it will help them immensely in their future career. Citizen scientists can also play a vital role in various discoveries and in various projects, and a very good example of this is the discovery of the planet Uranus by a citizen scientist, William Herschel. And then I would like to tell something about the IASC, through which we have done the asteroid search campaign. So IASC is one such citizen science program. It stands for International Astronomical Search Collaboration. It is primarily focused on asteroid search campaign, and each of these campaigns continues for almost 1 month, where many teams from all over the world participate. And our team, its name is Astrogen. It is one such team which consists of 7 citizen scientists. And here you can see the logo of our team. This is Astrogen, and this is all the name of all the members in the IASC website. First is Dr. Himadri Shekhar Das himself, then Shobhanacharya sir, then our 2 research scholars, GULAFSHA Choudhury, Bhaskar Goswami, then Sanchalinath Mojumdar. She is pursuing her master's in physics. She is my classmate, and Oishi Jyoti. And so the main aim of our campaign is to detect asteroids through images provided by IASC. And the campaign works like this, that IASC provides us some image sets, and it is distributed among all the team members. So every image set is analyzed by the team using a software called the Astrometrica, which is available in the IASC website. So during analysis, if any unknown moving object is detected in the image set, we have to report it to the IASC. So this is the Astrometrica software. It is available in the IASC. This is one of the unknown moving objects that our team has identified and detected. Or actually, it is a moving object, but due to some problem in my PC, I couldn't show the video. So this is just an image. And yes, after analyzing the images, we have to submit the report. And after report submission, what happens is object verification. So if the unknown object follows all the criteria to be suitable for further analysis, it will be accepted by IASC, and it will be added in their preliminary detection list. And our team Astrogen has detected 5 unknown objects throughout the 2 campaigns. And when an unknown object is accepted by IASC, it will appear in the preliminary detection list of IASC. And a certificate will also be provided to all the participating members. This is the IASC detection website, from where you can see that the one of the objects, its name is there, which is detected by Astrogen. And this is the certificate which is provided to all of us because we participated in this asteroid search campaign. And yes, so this is just a short glimpse of my journey throughout the campaign. And I'm really thankful to Himadri sir and Shobhan sir, especially, for guiding me and providing me the opportunity to participate in this campaign. And with this, I would like to thank everyone and end my presentation here. Thank you.
Thank you, TANUSREE ma'am, for sharing this wonderful knowledge with us about your experience. Now, I'd like to request our next speaker, Ms. GULAFSHA CHOUDHURY, to proceed with the session. Thank you, everyone.
Hi everyone, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, I apologize. I couldn't, turn on my video because of poor internet connection here due to Assam flood. So first of all, I would like to thank the organizers for providing me the opportunity to present my talk. And yeah, I'll start my presentation. Let me share my screen, please. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So today, this is GULAFSHA CHOUDHURY. I'm a senior research fellow at Assam University, Silchar. And today I'll be talking on astronomical observation and astronomical data reduction. So today we have all gathered here to celebrate Asteroid Day. It is celebrated annually on June 13, and the first Asteroid Day was celebrated on June 30, 2015. I think TANUSREE has mentioned about the significance of this day, so I'll skip this. So these are some basics about asteroids. So asteroids, as we all know, these are celestial bodies termed as near-Earth objects. These orbits are around Sun, and these are very near to us. The word asteroid comes from the two Greek words, that is, astor means star and oid means shape. So it is termed as a star-like objects also. So I also have joined this asteroid search campaign. I see International Astronomical Search Collaboration. I joined the group Astrogen on 28 March 2022. Since then, we have completed 2 campaigns, and I myself has detected one asteroid successfully during our second campaign. So the journey has been really wonderful for me, and the experience was really good. I myself have been, in this field of astronomy since like almost 5 years, but this is something different from my research work, so I really enjoyed. Yeah, so I'll directly enter into the topic. There are several astronomical observatories across the world for conducting astronomical observations, and these includes both space-based telescopes and ground-based telescope. In our research work, we study the polarimetric analysis of asteroids and stars. So for that, we target ground-based telescopes, which has a polarimeter attached as the back-end instrument. So polarimetry is, you might know, polarimetry when the through a medium. If my cursor is visible, you can see a dust grain of purple color. So when the unpolarized light from a background star passes through this medium, that is the dust grain, it becomes partially polarized. That is we only get the single orientation of incident light when it reaches the observer. So the process of this transforming unpolarized light into partially polarized light is known as polarization. I have given another image for reference. So this you can see the unpolarized light has a random orientation of its electric and magnetic field vectors, and when it passes through a polarizer, it becomes plane polarized. So we avail two facilities, that is two observatories which are situated in India, which has polarimeter attached as a backend instrument. So for our study we need polarimeter. So first one is the 1 meter Sampurnanand telescope, which is situated at Aris, Nainital, India. Sorry, I wrote Nainital twice. It would be India. So the left image is of the observatory and the right image is of the telescope. This is a 1 meter telescope. And the second one is the 1.2 meter Mount Abu telescope, which is situated at Mount Abu, Rajasthan. This is the PRL observatory. PRL, that means Physical Research Laboratory, which is situated at Ahmedabad. So the left one is the image of the observatory, and the right one is the image of the telescope. So we have conducted many observations of several asteroids using these two facilities, using these two observatories. So I am going to show two asteroids. These two asteroids are 5 Astrea and 511 Nivedita. The astronomical observation of these two asteroids are conducted from 1 meter Sampurnanan telescope, which is situated at Aries, Central India, on 19th of January 2020. The apparent magnitudes of these two asteroids were almost 9 during the time of observation. So this is what the astronomical data looks like. So here there two images are there. So the left one is the sky image, which is downloaded from the server. This is captured from a space telescope, and the right one is the image of the asteroid. This is the observed image, which is captured in the CCD of the telescope. So we have, you can see there is a bright big object at the center of this frame, this one. This is the image of an asteroid. And just to make sure this is our target, we have downloaded this left image, that is the DSS image, to match the frame. And you can see in this frame, this is the same frame. You can see this pattern and this pattern here. These are the same images, that is same frame, same location of the sky. So you can see there is a big object at our observed image at the center, but here there is no such big objects. That means this is a moving object, and this is our according to its according to its coordinates, that is right ascension and declination. This is our target object. So this is the image of 5 Astrea. So one question might come to your mind, that is asteroids. All these white dots, these are the image of stars. These represent stars. So this question might arise that since asteroid is very much smaller compared to the stars, so why does it appear this big in this image? This is because the stars are situated very far away from us, and compared to the asteroids. So this is why it appears that the stars are smaller than the asteroid, but it is not the same in real. This is the same for 511 Nivedita. Here you can see this. Here in this case, the left one is the image of the asteroid, that is the observed image, and the right one is the sky image. Here you can see one bright object at the center. This is our target asteroid, that is 511 Nivedita, and here you can see no such bright objects present here in this frame. You can see
Well,
we,
everyone.
hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, please continue.
May I continue?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we measure the brightness, that is intensity, and the polarization profile of the observed asteroids, which can be systematically analyzed to study the physical properties of the dust present in the asteroids. So since this is a preliminary work, I'm not able to present the results because the study is still ongoing.
Ma'am, your screen is not shared anymore, so because you left the meeting. So, yeah.
Screen is not visible?
No. So you have left the meeting, so the screen presentation stopped. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
And the presentation stopped since you left the meeting. So yeah, you have to represent. I mean, you have to present it again.
I have to present again. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Okay, which
Yes,
was the
ma'am.
last slide that was visible? I'll continue from here. So from the observed data we conduct from these observatories, we reduce the data to measure the brightness or intensity and find out the polarization profile of the asteroids, which can be systematically studied to measure the physical properties of the dust present in the asteroids. And yeah, this is it. Since this is a preliminary preliminary work, so I'm not able to show the results because the work is still ongoing. So I have attached a few pictures of our group while conducting observation from different observatories. So thank you everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank my supervisor, Dr. Himadri Shekhar Das, for constantly encouraging me throughout my research work. I'm also thankful to ARIS, Nainital, and PRL Ahmedabad for providing us the telescope nights. And I would like to extend my gratitude to Shobhan sir for introducing me with Asteroid Search Campaign and for providing the opportunity to join as a member of Astrogen. And yes, my research is fully funded by DST Inspire Fellowship, Government of India. And before saying thank you, I'd like to mention one thing, that if anybody is willing to choose astronomy as a career, they can, because it is the scope is very high, and you will be able to explore the facilities, explore the resources, which will not be possible otherwise. And yeah, it is fun. So yes, you can choose astronomy as a career. And thank you. I'm if there are any questions, I am able to take. Thank you so much. Yeah, back to the host.
Yeah, so if anyone have any questions, you can ask ma'am right now. Well, since no one asked any questions, I think we can move on to our next speaker. So I would like to request Mr. Amit Rakar to proceed with the session.
Hello and very good evening, everyone. Today we have gathered on a special occasion of World Asteroid Day. So as it was a very on-time kind of thing, so I don't have any proper presentation for this, but definitely I'll go through some basics. Why we have gathered today here? Today we have gathered to understand the importance of asteroids for human beings. So one thing is pretty sure that many of you might be knowing. The biggest kind of debate going on in the scientific community is where water came on Earth from. So the biggest accepted theory is mostly it has came from the asteroid or it has came from a comet. Today we know comets are mostly icy bodies, which gets from solids to liquid to gas as it comes near to the sun. And when it starts entering the inner solar system, it evaporates directly to the gaseous state. So those are some of the things that we understand today. So this is one of the reasons that we are trying to study that how water have reached Earth, how minerals have reached Earth, and how our solar system actually was formed. Because today we have somehow contaminated our entire Earth with a lot of pollutants, one of which lead, which interrupts in understanding the procedure of the past of the Earth. So what is the best place that we can make a research? So asteroid belt is only one of the place where we can go and do our research. Also, one thing is asteroid belt is rich in minerals, so definitely there are a lot of things we can extract. So extraction is one of the part of reaching and exploring the asteroid belt itself, because we know today, like the precious elements like gold, silver, platinum, and various elements that are very precious for human beings as on our Earth are there present in the asteroid belt, and they are present in ample amount. It will be sufficient to make all of us rich in future. Fortunately, we will definitely find some technology wherein we can extract certain elements. This why we celebrate asteroid day today, like why only 30th of June. So back in 19th century, there was a Tungasaki event in Russia, Siberia, where actually an asteroid hit, and it has created a very big crater, and it was quite devastating. So in the remembrance of that, and even there were sequence of events happened in today's 20th century. In 2013 there was, 2015 there was an asteroid that hit, and the most amazing, definitely in 2016 we came into this asteroid day came into existence, and from that onwards we have started celebrating to make public awareness about how asteroids are hazardous. At the same time, they are important for our studies. So there was an object named as Oumuamua that has really, astonished and baffled all the science community, because it went past Earth, and none of them realized, and any science community didn't at all realize that it has passed Earth very close, and it is an interstellar object, first of all. So yes, so these are like some of the reasons why we are celebrating today World Asteroid Day, International Asteroid Day. And definitely understanding our solar system has always been a fascinating thing for science community, how planets form, how solar system forms, and how all those planets, as we have been studying, that planetary migration is one thing which has been mostly accepted by science community, and they truly accept that, that the planets do migrate. So why this migration happens, and what happened between Mars and Jupiter, that the planet didn't form. During the early 19th century, there was, like, mathematically scientists were doubting that there should be a planet in between Mars and Jupiter, because the gap between it is not, mathematically doesn't fit, like it doesn't fit. Something should be there, some planet should be there, which might be, not visible, or we are missing something. So from that onwards, by some observation, we started discovering asteroids. We named it as planet because we thought it was planet. But eventually we realized that, we are finding many objects in that area. So lately we discovered as a dwarf planet. Then we realized that's a complete belt of asteroids, rocky bodies that have been formed, that is present in between Mars and Jupiter. And then one of the theory was that, it's again mostly accepted because Jupiter is the most massive planet in our solar system. It didn't allow those rocky bodies to move together and to form a planet. So these are some of the things that we are going to do. Now, why we are studying and why we are participating in citizen scientist kind events, like one is IASC definitely, and second is in this universe that is all known as active asteroid. So these two events are there where we participate, and even individually you can do, if you have your own observatory, definitely you can go ahead and make your own discoveries for that. So here we are trying to find out to avoid certain circumstances, like we know very well how the dinosaurs went extinct. So one of the biggest reason was asteroid that hit Earth. And today also we saw in 19th century and till date we see that asteroids can be really very hazardous, because at this velocity they travel and they enter the atmosphere, they can create a very devastating effect on Earth. Recently in 2013 or 2015 in Russia, when the asteroid hit, people, it was almost the magnitude of -22 something. Like it was brighter than the moon, like 100 times brighter than the moon. In the day, broad daylight, the entire sky was blown out, was brightened up because of the asteroid that was disintegrated in the atmosphere, fortunately. But it was a fascinating moment for almost 90 seconds for everyone, because they were viewing it and it was amazing. But none of them realized that silence could have been such a devastating effect. After 90 seconds, the shock wave hit the city of Russia, and almost 1200 to 1500 people were injured. Many properties were damaged. All the windows around the city were shattered down. So this was a very small asteroid in comparison that we have seen, and asteroid, but still it was very massive. But still, it could have done very bigger damage if it would have hit the city, the core city. So these are one of the things that we realize today. Till date, we don't have any foolproof plan what we will do next. After understand, after realizing that okay, this asteroid may hit Earth, we don't have foolproof plan. We are still working on it. Like there are multiple things we have thought for it. Like we will either use missiles, nuclear bombs to just simply blow it off. But there we need to understand certain things, that simply blowing off anything in the space doesn't mean they will get into smaller pieces, because in space gravity works and they may come back together eventually. So it's a very crucial decision, it's to go for it or not. The second thing is to send a satellite and either hit the asteroid at a particular velocity or use thrusters to move its orbit so that it doesn't hit Earth. So these are a few of the things that we have just planned. We don't know if it will work or not for sure. So these are just the plans that we are doing, but at least we have started discovering. So within actually just 5 decades, we have discovered thousands and thousands of asteroids all around, in between Mars and Jupiter. There are something also known as near Earth objects, which are revolving around the sun only, but they have a different path. They come in and out of the Earth's orbit, so they are also pretty hazardous. So even those are detected, and those are also considered as asteroid only. So this was basic summary why we celebrate Asteroid Day and why it's important to understand, because future is definitely going to be this. I'm pretty sure your generation might be seeing asteroids being extracted just for minerals and certain things, and I hope it will come soon. Any questions from people, kids around you? Definitely, I'll be open, and our panel is open to answer the questions. And thank you, Hexa, all of them. I won't say a specific thing, but yes, the entire team, because it's not a single person or institute which has been working. There are many people who have put in their efforts, and unfortunately, some speakers weren't able to speak because of certain situations in Rajasthan. Pretty well, so the internet facilities have been blocked over there. So unfortunately, one of the speakers is not able to, and also internet facilities are not working in some of these states. So for that reason, some of our speakers weren't able to speak. So sorry for the inconvenience, but really thank you everyone for bearing us and being with us together. Yes, all back again to Manish.
Well, sorry, due to some unavoidable circumstances, Ms. Kushi Arora couldn't join us. So I'd like to request everyone to proceed with us towards the Q&A session. So yeah, if any of the participants have any questions or queries, you can either write on in the chat or you can directly ask our speakers.
I would like to take this question as Ayan is asking, is asteroid dangerous than nuclear bomb? Yes, definitely. You can imagine the entire, the dinosaurs, they went extinct. So definitely it was much more damaging, much more, devastating than a nuclear bomb because it has a consequence. It has a consequence. It's not just a blast. It creates a dust cloud which stays like if you have seen, if you are touching the astronomy, some news, you might have heard Curiosity died because of the sandstorm that occurred on Mars. So that kind of devastating effect it can bring out on Earth also. So that can actually kill the plant life, and the entire ecosystem, or the life system is based upon plant, because unless and until plant will produce food and they will grow, herbivorous cannot eat, carnivorous cannot eat, and this is how the cycle will start breaking, and eventually it will have a very chain reaction kind of thing on Earth. Same that happened with the dinosaurs. Yes. Another question. Okay. No, definitely asteroids doesn't affect. See, they are just small rocky body for a planet. So it doesn't contribute a lot to it. It's just a simple process of give and take it's just a part of solar system. And you need to understand what is global warming. What are the gases that are the reasons for making global warming? So yes, carbon dioxide is one of the biggest reasons. Definitely, that is the biggest footprint that we have leaving for the future generation. So yes, definitely we have to take care. But no, asteroid doesn't creates a very big impact for the global warming. Mohammad Rizwan asks, have we ever recorded an unknown element from underneath Earth deep body? Definitely we have. But again, that depends. It must, like, recently we have found a rocky body, or whatever you call it. It's from a system where actually the star went supernovae. So definitely we are very excited to research that particular rock and to understand, are there any elements that might have been not in our periodic table. So because it was from a supernova, so definitely we are looking forward for such kind of research, and maybe we can find some different elements, because yes, mostly there are elements that form into very big stars, which or very dense star. They form only in that particular area. But today we know most of them, so can't be really very specific for that. Keshav is asking, can I on my mic and ask something? Yes, definitely.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, sorry, sir. Yeah, you can switch on your mic and ask questions. And I would like to request GULAFSHA ma'am, because two people have asked questions here. So if you can please answer these questions.
Yes,
So
I'd like to
someone
take,
has asked.
yes, I can see
Yeah,
the
someone
question.
has asked, ma'am, as yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah. Khushi has asked, I mean, if there is something related to biology. So yes, there is astrobiology and astrochemistry also in space studies. So if you are from a biology background, you can approach through that. And she also asked again, ma'am, can you please guide how to start career in astronomy and astrophysics? Yes, okay. For that, you have to do graduation and then you have to do your master's in astrophysics. And also, if you are from a technology background, you can join after your bachelor in technology. You can join MTech in astrophysics or direct PhD in astrophysics. And if you're from general background, that is after graduation, if you have done MSc, you can join PhD in astrophysics. And for that, you have to clear certain competitive exams like JAST and GATE, CSIR, NET. So then you can pursue your PhD in astronomy and astrophysics, and later you can do postdocs, or also you can apply for scientist positions and etc. Yeah, I hope that answers your question, Khushi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, someone else has also asked, what is the difference between astronomy and astrology? So, ma'am, if you can please.
Yeah, actually, there is. I don't think. I mean, there is a clear answer to that. But yeah, these are two completely different, like North Pole and South Pole. Astronomy is related to the study of universe, and astrology is what I'm not. I'm. I cannot explain in details about astrology, but it is something related to your. I mean, your this lines and something which related to stars, constellations, etc. These two are totally different. Okay, astronomy is basically the study of universe. Thank you.
Good evening,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Ramit sir.
Good evening,
Please
our
take your time.
respected participants.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Question is asteroid 50 other planets?
Keshav, I'm really sorry, your
Hello.
question, your sound is not really audible. You are not really audible, so it would be really, I mean, it would be really helpful if you write your question because you are not really audible.
Asteroid hit also other planets?
Keshav, I'm really sorry because you are not really audible. So if you please write your question in the chat, it will be easier for our speakers to answer.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the question from Dhruv. I think so. Do the asteroid can affect the tilt of the Earth? Dhruv, you need to understand asteroids are very very small in size, so they don't impact usually the planet as such in their orbit and in their tilt. If you know how our moon was formed, then definitely that massive of a dwarf planet or an object can deflect the tilt and even the orbit of the Earth. And that is what we are still, this is still a theory, not proven, but that is what we think, that Uranus have gone through some very rough phase, and even Jupiter has played a very important role. Like it has drifted from near Sun to far away. So no, definitely asteroid, no, but yes, it may if the size is quite big enough to change the Earth's orbit and all those things. Are asteroids visible through naked eyes? Then what are those moving objects in the sky? Okay, Khushi asked a very good question, because there are many times we see an object that moves in the sky, especially in the night sky. It doesn't blink. That is a very prominent feature of a satellite. If some object like stars like object is moving in the night sky and it doesn't blink, it's a very clear sign that it's a satellite and not a anything else, because satellite don't blink because they are simply reflecting the light of sun. Asteroids are not visible until they enter the Earth's atmosphere, and once they enter the Earth's atmosphere, they are known as meteoroids. They are no more asteroids. But no, to our naked eyes, it's pretty next to impossible to make out, because the speed is also matters. Our eyes cannot like, for example, sunrise to sunset and moonrise to moonset. We don't even realize that moon is actually moving in our night sky. With respect to us, definitely, but we don't feel that difference. So even though if we are looking at an asteroid, our eyes and our brain cannot figure it out the movement of the asteroid. With the background star, yes, definitely. If you see in between naked eyes, but yes, that is how it's possible. Pravnujot is what is the difference between? Yes, I have answered that in the comment, that it is ancient and advanced science. That is something different. In India, at least, we have forgotten the science behind it, and we have left with just the stories and the futuristic predictions and all that. Were just the part of it to entertain the public, to understand the math behind it. Unfortunately, today we have forgotten the math and stuck to some stories, and like, okay, that's personal comment, but yes, we have left with those things. Our bodies in the Kuiper belt also considered asteroids. They are most probably known as post, like Neptunian objects. So they are not considered as an asteroids, but yeah, you can say they are like asteroids, but no, they are post Neptunian objects known as. So they are from the Kuiper belt. NASA. Akruti is asking, NASA is currently working upon extraction of minerals from asteroids. Not even NASA, like most of the space agency, especially the SpaceX, is planning for that. See, it's pretty important to understand. We are talking about trillions of dollars business. It's not. It's no more extraction. It's a business. Every company, private sector are definitely looking forward for these kind of business. What the problem is, the cost of bringing the asteroid or the extracted material is very high. So by the time it reaches Earth, it's so expensive that it is worthless to bring right now with the current technology that we have. But yes, definitely NASA is working for that, and other space agencies are also working for that. Everyone is looking for good profits, definitely. So yes, most of the space agencies are looking forward for that. Ayan asks, was water taken to Earth by asteroids? Yes, that is what has been expected, that asteroids and comet are one of the reason to have water on Earth and even on Moon, or to that matter any other terrestrial planet also. So, but yet we are still trying to prove that, like, with some proofs that yes, those are the only reason, because still we don't know anything about universe. Like we don't know even 1% of the universe or even our solar system. To that matter, in fact, like even our Earth also, unfortunately. But yeah, that is the case. And will fast Chaudhary ask, okay. Is asteroid also hit the other planets? Yes, definitely. If it is, see, moon, we see moon daily, and if you see moon through the telescope, you can clearly see moon surface is so rough, and it has a lot of craters. Those all craters are created by asteroids. And definitely terrestrial planets, they have impact, and in gaseous planet they merge into it. So simply even in gaseous planet also they hit over there. I Fortunately, we have one recorded video, but it's not of asteroid, but it's of a comet named as Shoemaker. So if you go on Google and search comet Shoemaker, which hit actually the Jupiter, and it disintegrated just before entering into the Jupiter's atmosphere, and it was so massive and at a such high velocity that it has actually impacted the Jupiter's atmosphere. So we can we can just make it out that how massive and how devastating actually asteroids and comets can be to a planet. And even like a planet like Jupiter, supermassive planet, it has affected it. So definitely I will recommend to go and look for the video. It is amazing to see those videos. Anandra, is it possible that asteroids have some kind of yes, definitely that is also one of the theory mostly accepted in science, that might be we are also aliens for planet Earth. The way we have contaminated moon, we have somehow like I'm not sure that most of you might be knowing this, but one of our space agency have actually contaminated the moon. If you know what is tardigrade, is a microscopic animal. So we have, if at all it has survived somehow, so we have already contaminated moon with an organism with it. So might be we were also being bought by some asteroid or a comet or even from another solar system. Because if you know how Oumuamua have entered our solar system and have exited, so might be from some other solar system, the life has came and survived somehow. As I said, tardigrade, so it is one of the most toughest microorganism that we have seen. So it can survive in extreme radiation, in extreme space, without any food for decades. So that are some of the fascinating, like it's a kind of alien for us. It's a super life form for us. The most important is hibernation kind of thing. We have seen this kind of things in science fiction movies. That is what even humans are trying to do, those things. To a certain extent, we have been successful in it, but not at a very great extent. But yes, we think it is possible that asteroid might have brought some life form, primitive life forms on Earth. Like water, it has brought water. It might have also brought some life on Earth. I hope I have answered most of the question, and our panel have tried their best to answer the questions from the audience. If any of them are still left, they can proceed, or Manish, you can proceed and take the vote of thanks.
Sir, there is one more question. Somebody asked that what are the requirements for
Am I audible?
joining the Asteroid Search campaign?
Okay, I see. For that, you can just simply communicate to Hex-Star or any of the astronomical club around you who take such kind of activities. Definitely, this is something you can do anywhere from the world, around the world. It's like, you can even get trained online also. SS Citizen Scientist is one of the group where most of these kind of activities are shared and communicated. Even we as Crux View Center do take these kind of activities. So it's okay, like, you can communicate any of our organization and you can get in touch with them and, proceed with it. And it's very, like, as ma'am have said, there is no age limit for entering into IASC. So, even if you are well aware of computer, you are ready to go. Age doesn't matter, because I have kids who are of 5th standard, 6th standard, who have actually discovered asteroid, and that is fascinating because they are understanding the difference. They are trying to understand something is moving and how, and they have kids are very curious, so they have thousands of questions. It's amazing to be into that. I'll definitely recommend, go ahead, don't worry about it. Get in touch with any of the community of people around it.
Yes, Keshav, we are really sorry. You can ask your questions.
How can we protect our Earth from asteroid?
Yes,
Hello.
I have. Yes, Keshav, I have heard your question.
Am I
I have
audible?
answered this. Yes, Keshav, you're audible. I heard your question. I'm trying to answer it. So I have answered this question, like, even before you asked, that is the plans we are not sure of that, but yes, we are planning it to destroy it with some nukes. We are planning to move the orbit of the asteroid, and even if possible in future, if we have a technology of laser gun, definitely we will try to even hit it with laser gun. That is where we are moving ahead. But still, we are open for various ideas how to protect our Earth from these kind of asteroids, because still we don't have any foolproof plan that we can, it's next to impossible to even create a shield around Earth. So we are coming up with many things and plans, but still there is no foolproof plan that okay, this is 100% going to work. It's not that kind of thing.
Sir, can I ask two questions?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
First question is, it is possible to drop out school or college student to become citizen science or astronomer? And second question is, can I or anyone can organize an asteroid campaign in local school? If possible, then please guide us in these two questions.
Definitely, as I said, there is no age limit to participate in these kind of citizen science project, basically, because these are open for general public. Like, even the people who are not from the science background can participate and enjoy being a part of research, especially the citizen science projects. And yes, you can take these kind of events in any of the school, but for that I'll definitely recommend, first of all, you yourself get trained and know many things, because it's not that easy to train people and to understand these things. So first train yourself by joining with some of the community around you, and then definitely you can go ahead and even take trainings in the schools.
Thank you. And I already participated. I already joined two contests of the asteroid camping. That's why I'm asking this.
Nice.
Thank you.
Most welcome.
Well, someone has asked what's the process of studying astrobiology, especially in India. Khushi Singh have asked this question. So, if any of our speakers can please answer the question.
There are institutes which are offering the course astrobiology. So you can just Google it and you can visit the website of such institutes and look out for the requirements they are asking for. So you can just you can find it in Google. There is IARF Mumbai and such other institutes.
Well, with this, I think we can end our Q&A session for here today. So I would like to thank all our speakers, Ms. TANUSREE BHATTACHARYA, Ms. GULAFSHA, Amit Raka, and we are really sorry that Ms. Kushi Arora and Mrs. AMOLI couldn't join us due to some unavoidable circumstances. And I really thank our speakers for sharing their knowledge with us about the asteroid hunting with the Citizen Science Lab. And I think this gave our aspiring citizen scientists a direction from where to start with. And secondly, I would like to thank all our collaborators. It's a citizen science group founded by Swami Acharya. It's a WhatsApp group which encourages people to participate in various citizen science projects around the world. And secondly, Sister Nivedita Public School, Malda, Swami Vivekananda Academy, Malda, and Crux View Center, which is founded by Amit is a science and astronomy center in Aurangabad, Maharashtra, India. They are bringing a different experience to look at science and provide exposure of various fields to school kids. And lastly, Akashganga Science Media, which is a science blog, and they have recently launched Astronomy Forum called astronomyforum.org. And lastly, I would like to thank all our participants for being here with us and making this session a wonderful and successful one. Really thankful to everyone. And before ending this session, I'd like to announce this that in next month we are launching 2 events. One is a masterclass on space environment, and also a Cosmothon event, which will be a hackathon, which is a really beginner level hackathon with a hackathon contest. And also, before ending this, I would like to request everyone to switch down on their camera for once so that we can take some pictures before for our memory purpose before ending this session. Well, if anyone else wants to join our community so that they can stay updated about our new events, they can please follow. They can also visit our website, which is www.hexuniverse.com, which is also given in the chat. And thank you for turning on your camera. And this was a really wonderful session. Thank you, everyone. And I think with this, we can end our session here today. And have a nice day.
Excuse me, yeah. Hello.
Yes,
Hello, excuse me, yeah.
Yes, Kishore.
Hello.
Yes, Kishore.
I want to say something.
Yeah, sure.
Congratulations for success launch of PSLV. Hello.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It was today, and
Hello.
it was a great success for ISRO. Yeah, Keshav, we can hear.
Congratulations for success launch of PSLV 53.
Yes, Keshav, it was a great success from our